Legends of the War here, and today we've got a 7-year disaster situation, I suppose, playing as Grease's Goldtooth on Immortal Empires. So, this particular scenario here, where Grease's is tasked with taking the Fortress of Orag, actually caused this player to essentially quit his campaign. He said he just didn't want to play anymore because he just couldn't deal with this, because he thought that the Ogres were a trash race. He couldn't crack this. So, there's a lot of things here that's going on that makes me severely disagree with some of the statements that he made in the email, which I'm not going to read out any of them. But let's just say, the guy in the email thinks that the Ogres are a crap race. I'm going to explain why they're not a crap race. You just weren't really using them anywhere near to their full potential. So let's just start with Grease's Goldtooth here. Right? Level 48 Lord, and look at his army. So if you have a look at Grease's, he's got the trait Over Tyrant, which reduces the upkeep cost of Iron Gut units by 50%. And another thing is that 48 skill points, and did you never think to get the best campin for the camp limit? One of the biggest problems that people complain about with the Ogres is that they don't have that many camps. And you're missing out on a camp there. You could have gotten that ages ago. Camps are really good. For one thing, they provide you with your best units. They're good for, keeping your armies that are far away from your home territory fed, and making you money. Now the thing is, you've only got 3 points left in total to distribute, and a pointer to lightning strike here would be really useful in this particular scenario. I'd say that putting all of these points, like, you didn't need devastating charge on Greasus because he's slow as fuck. He's not a cycle charger, so that's just sort of a wasted point. If you were gonna put extra points into his melee, you should have put it into weapon strength. Not that big of a deal, but yeah, it's just not a great use of his stuff in there. So yeah, he doesn't have any Iron Guts in his army. Now, I'm not gonna try and tell you how to build your armies, but I can definitely criticize them when they're not necessarily effective. So this is not a terrible army by any means, but it's also not by any means perfect. Even taking out the fact that you could be getting 50% off on your Iron Guts, making them really cost effective, because you're not exactly rolling around in cash at the moment. Now, I've played an Ogre Kingdoms campaign, and I can tell you that for turn 127s, taking 17 regions, it's not much. Okay, you're clearly not being very aggressive and not being anywhere near optimal. Okay, you should easily be able to afford 4 armies, which is what you got. With the Ogres with this much territory, and just be ruffle stomping everyone. You just got to know how to use them. So this army here, again, not a bad army, but you've got artillery, essentially artillery, and missile units here, and then you've got crushers. Now, cavalry, Ogre cavalry specifically, are really good, but they're not good at defending positions. Okay, that's not what they should be used for. This army here is like 80% missile with the wrong type of unit for defending, and you've got really long range missiles as well. You can expect that the enemy's going to rush at you. These guys here, they're best used in an aggressive maneuver, charging towards the enemy. So what you've got here are 4 aggressive units, and then the rest of these defensive units, as in units that stand still, wait for the enemy to come at you. So this would be better, in my opinion, if you kept the crushers, got rid of all of these units, as much as Iron Blasters are good, but like just replacing them with different types of Iron Guts, and in every battle you just fucking charge in and just micro as best you can, and you'd be surprised how effective that can be, and it'll be a lot cheaper, and also a lot easier to use in walled sieges here, which we've got coming up. Now, I don't know if he just wanted me to choose this stuff, or he just didn't think to do it, but Bloody and Raw seems like a good choice here. Also, Bloody and Raw makes a better choice for a melee focused army. We don't really have anything there for a magic one. I also noticed with this wizard here that you didn't get Burning Head. Now, I know that Burning Head is nerfed compared to what it's like in Warhammer 2, but there are a lot of like regular archers in here that could have been really useful against that. Just don't have that now. Anyway, let's jump in here. He said he wanted to fight the field battle here, but honestly, you're so much better off fighting the siege instead. again, you're not making use of the faction's strengths and weaknesses if you're fighting against 2 full stacks with Imric in there, okay? Imric's a very strong legendary lord, one of the strongest in the game, and you think you can take on his army and another one at the same time? I just think that that's a bit, you know, that's a bit much, expecting any kind of, especially an inefficient army, to do that. However, ogres are really good at sieging. You know, they're good at tearing down shitty walls. So we're going to actually launch the siege instead. Because yeah, if you go out on the field, what's going to happen? You know, all of these dragons and archers and stuff, they're just going to come at you like crazy and tear you to shreds. You know? Like, you'd probably be able to kill a few dragons quite quickly with these guys here, but being outnumbered by so much without lightning strike, they would tear you to shred on the fields. Like, you could probably win it, but you're not going to win it well. You're not going to walk out of that without a few scars. But in a siege situation, where you've got the Shadowstone ability, and where you've got artillery, and where you actually outrange the High Elves, why wouldn't you do that? So that's what we're going to do here. Now, I think it might be simply a case of disliking sieges, and if that's the case, I'm right there with you. I totally get it, but that's not the ogre's fault that sieges suck, you know. They're good at sieging. They're really good at it. Walls are a joke to the ogres. Okay, now we should set up to somewhat deal with this stuff here. But the dragons might come out at us at the same time. I'm going to have these not fire at will to begin with.
Man-eaters! Let belchers!
Okay. So what are they doing? Okay, I set up a bit too close there. I thought I was out of range. Oh, I was almost out of range. I was just a little bit too close.
Boss says so.
Cost us an ogre. It's okay. Alright, the dragons didn't come out, that's fine. But yeah, you've got the Shadowstone ability, which you can use an unlimited number of times. Which, by the way, you don't have to use on the actual, like, battlements. You could use it on the ground as well. So just going to deal with this first before we make any advancements. You don't have to feel too much pressure to rush in here, because we're not going to be able to cap this point here. There's just no way. This is one of the more difficult ones to get up there and capture. But they'll put enough force here for us to kill that we don't have to worry about their towers. Let me just deal with all this here first. Now, again, this would be easier if we had Iron Guts. If we had Iron Guts, I'd just charge right in. Be a big ogre wrecking ball. Just gotta watch out for Imric's piercing bolts of burning. Okay. Now, we've only got an hour here, but I'm pretty confident that I can... Yeah, okay. I can beat this in that amount of time. Biggest problem here is going to be those silver and guard, but what I'm hoping to do here is just get them off the battlefield quickly. Yeah, look at that. Silver and Guard don't even stand a chance against the Crushers there. They're so bloody strong.
Man-eaters, find the field. The Horde Master. The overtime.
Cool. Let's get rid of this. And that's a fair bit of bounce of power loss for them. Basically for nothing.
Man-eaters.
Now watch this. You can put this on the ground and do a decent amount of damage with that. I see they were trying to get the coveted dragon mount, but that's been patched, I believe, on a metal wizard.
Bring us me! Bring us me! Me!
Okay, we definitely traded pretty well here for bounce of power, so that's good. Hey, watch out, don't get too close. Although we got rid of both those towers. Okay, let's start moving up a little bit with the man-eater pistols. Just a bit.
For them all! Gracious goes! The more cool.
That's not really doing that much to us. Okay, that's a bit.
Fattest, strongest,
Just won't bloody die. Okay, there we go. Got it. Just wait and see if they put units up on the wall. Alright, now, let's bring these guys up over here. And we want to start bombing their units as best we can. Using the fire wizard over here to, yeah, I'd tell you what, burning head would be good in this situation, but we'll just have to settle for flamestorm. It's not like flamestorm's bad, it's actually better than burning head. It's just that these guys here have low armor, so... Guess we could blow that up there. You also got to be careful, this is not an actual obstruction here, this is a graphical glitch.
Tyrant of tyrants! Dinner!
Right, bring him up.
Fire!
Now what they might do is come out here with the dragons. Oh, jeez, that's bloody steep. God, cavalry's so bad at running down single entities. Come on. Okay, I think we got it. There we go. Okay, good. A bit of rest.
Eternal.
We can try to get the butcher. That'd be good for healing them a little bit, because he didn't take any casualties. Alright, now, if we can lure out those dragons and shoot the shit out of them, that would be really good. Looks like the dragon's on the way. Now, funny thing here, those are moon dragon there. Both of them. They do flaming attack, and we've got shitloads of fire resistance here.
Ogres! Firemouth's request!
You know what? Flamestorm will do just fine.
I seek challenge! Good plan! Seeking heat!
So I'll have him come over here, tank this.
Win supper! Yes!
They want to come down. Yep. Good, we won't take too much damage against this, I think. Bit of damage, you know, those are dragons after all, and he's just a wizard. But I think that was a good use of our ammunition there, taking out 2 dragons. Okay, there's more incoming. This can be a bit finicky. Sometimes the units on the wall all fall down and die. This time they didn't. Good. Absolutely wrecking those eagles there. Bounce of power's improved significantly already. Don't need to kill them.
Flaming footsteps.
If they leave the battlefield, that's good enough. Okay. So we've still got more stuff to burn if we can. If we can manage to get Imric to come out here, that'd be even better. Although Imric will hit a lot harder than that other one.
I seek challenge.
The archers are definitely going to be the biggest concern for us, because at some point we're going to have to rush our guys in, including these ones. So, since they don't have that much armor,
Seeking heat.
that could be a concern for them. Okay. So yeah, trying to burn off as many of these infantry here as possible would be really good. Okay, I'm gonna send these crushers to go and kill those archers there, because they're standing outside the walls.
Fire is life. Volcano.
And anywhere where there's some... Oh, they got a lot of fire resistance, and... Oh yeah, that's... Maybe that's a bad choice. Oh, even then, it still does okay damage. Yeah, but that's a lot of resistance.
Immolation. Incineration.
Maybe I should avoid casting on them. Because yeah, everything in Imric's army is really fire resistant.
All shall burn.
Okay, so they were just trying to lure us over here.
Follow the Lord's
Well, their plan worked, but I'm not going to take the bait fully.
Crushers.
Crushers have a lot of armor, so that's not going to do too much damage to us. I don't think Imric's going to come out. Let's get rid of some of the Shadow Warriors and the Swordmasters of Hoeth there. Okay, I've still got 5 more casts of these that I can do. And if we keep this up, that's a good amount of value that we're getting out of it. Now, we've also got these Iron Blasters. So, let's bring them up a little bit. They do a ton of damage, but they're not great at taking out single entities from this distance. Thing is, these guys here can also be used in melee. But we should try to use up their ammo before we come rushing in here. And any damage at all that we can end up doing to Imric is a big deal here. If they can hit him. That's the big problem.
Firemouth's priest.
Is he coming at us, or what's he doing now? Yep, it actually does look like he's coming. Okay, you need to move. Like now.
A new adventure.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Good plan.
Come on.
Follow the fire.
Okay, these guys here need to move forward a little bit. You need to move back. This could work out really well for us. Or it might not work out at all. Okay, maybe I should bring Greasus over.
Survivor of fire. Fire belly moving.
Okay, it's fine. Can't use this guy as bait much more. I mean, he is immortal, so he's not gonna die.
Oh yes.
How much damage did he do to us? Not that much, because he's quite fire resistant as well.
Off I go.
Don't really need to create any more breaches right now.
I burn. Spreading fire. My blood burns. Lead belcher. Got a plan. Flaming footsteps.
Yeah, Imric managed to get through that without even getting hit once, despite the fact I was trying to shoot him.
Rejoicing flame.
Yeah, he's moved over that side.
Firemouth's priest.
Eagles are a little bit harder to shoot with these.
The fattest.
But bounce about is still good. So let's just keep shooting them, skirmish a little bit before we just go charging in. Thin them out as much as possible. This is where the siege, as long as you know how to siege properly, really comes in handy for us. Because we just kind of lack a lot of melee units to just charge in here. We've got to use our strengths as best we can.
Song of the Firemouth. Take it all.
Once again, let's see about trying to hit Imric. Because going into melee with him is going to be a pain. Anything that we can do to weaken him is going to be worth it.
Over tyrants.
So in here, racking up some good kills.
Tyrant of tyrants. I want it all.
Yeah, he's got a lot of resistances. That's just... There's no ideal thing to shoot with this one, really.
Over here. Over tyrant going.
Thing is, we gotta take Imric down somehow. Okay, I'm gonna create another breach so that when the time comes we can get in a bit easier. Yeah, Imric's... No matter what you do, Imric is always a bloody pain in the ass.
Looking for me.
Alright, we got a breach over here that if we aim it just right, we should be able to shoot into that. Okay, a bunch of units over here that we can go and burn. Still got 3 more uses of this. Not very accurate. Even if we're hitting some silver and guard, they're still valuable, even if they're essentially 80% resistant to our attacks.
Ogres! Biggest in the tribe!
Probably gonna miss. Not letting me shoot. Yeah, it's just too inaccurate.
In my gut! Hungry! Crunch their skulls!
Yeah, we just can't hit that with this.
Stop, boys!
Alright, keep trying to shoot at Imric then. Unfortunately, if you don't have any good shots, we're just going to make do with whatever we can. Even if it's just really inaccurate. Because we should use up all of our ammunition before we go charging in there. If we can, that is. Yeah, the problem here is like they're gonna use up all their ammo and essentially just scratch him a little bit and he'll just be able to use the armor of Calador to heal. Kind of annoying, but I don't know what else to use them for. Apart from creating more breaches, which we obviously don't need to do that. It's kind of frustrating how difficult Imric is to deal with sometimes. Well, these ones here are anti-large. It's just that Imric is such a bloody strong fighter. Alright, I've got one more cast I can do, and then I think we're just going to have to charge on in, even though we haven't used up all of our ammo. Just because it's going to be really difficult to, hang on.
Off we go!
Really difficult to get any good shots in here because of they're going to have good line of sight. We've got guns. It's not ideal for this. Come on, just land a few more hits. Just every single shot is missing. Can you hit that?
Find the mill.
Don't think so.
The flames
Okay, that's our last cast. Hopefully it shatters that archer. That would be great.
Priest of the volcano!
Oh, that's actually killing some archers.
Survivor of fire!
Come on, actually hit Imric a little bit. Fucking hell. Every single shot is missing. I'm gonna try and get him back out here again. Alright, let's try with the lead belchers as well. There's not that many archers out here now. We might go after Greasus. Oh, hang on. What's this? What's this? I think he's starting to come at us. This is good. This is good. This is what we wanted. Oh, he's backing off. Did a bit of damage there. Oh my god. Now I know how the AI feels when I waste all their ammo. I'm still gonna keep doing it. But at least I know how they feel. That is exactly what Imric is doing here. But like I said, there's no point charging in here until we've used up all of our ammo anyway. So I'll just try to get whatever shots I can get, even if it's not much. He's coming in here to pop down those abilities. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. This might just get him. Here we go. This is it, this is it, this is it. This is what we're waiting for. Ah, Imric, you're done fucked up now, boy. What are you doing?
Thundering ball. Over tyrant's
Oh, that is some nice damage. That's what we're waiting for. Sometimes you just got to be patient. Oh, he's going for this one. Recognizing you can't actually deal with Greasus. Come on, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Come on. There we go. Alright, with that, fucking YOLO. That's all I needed to do. That's it. Greasus, you're going in there too. You're done. Get back. That's all I had to do. Now we're going in. Yeah, these are actually okay melee fighters as well. Send them in. Just this one here is done. Get back.
Greasus, gold tooth. Guts out, boys.
Shouldn't take too long to inflict the army losses now.
I'll crush them. On it. In my guts. Yeah, yeah. Hold on to this one, boys. Win supper. Crush 'em. Guts out,
Okay,
boys.
Greasus, you'd be best off taking on the single entity heroes over here.
Ogres. Oh yes. Find a meal. Man-eater pistols. Ogres. Win supper.
Yeah, it's a bit weird sending the artillery into melee like this, but yeah, the ogre ones, they can actually handle it. Almost got enough of this so that we can heal our fire belly.
Master. They're dead. Many a pistols.
I told you to come over here. I'm giving you a different order.
When do we eat? They're dead.
Okay, we've got a couple of units that are fairly badly damaged. Let's move them back a bit. Greasus is just so slow.
Me! Killing time! Lead belchers! Cuts out, boys! Thundering forth!
Yeah, much easier to shoot them at close range.
Rampage this way!
And there's the army losses. Cool. This guy over here must be unbreakable.
Pistols! When do we eat?
But I'm sure Greasus can take him out easily enough. If we could run them down a bit, we could get the Butcher ability and heal.
Hungry!
Yeah.
The tribe needs it! The strongest! The fattest! Many are pistols!
Just a little bit more.
The strongest! The fattest!
And there we go.
Many us!
Let's just try to get that little bit of healing in there. Just need to run something down. What are the crushers doing?
Crushers! Looking for me!
There we go. And then pop that down on him. And there we go. So even with an army that you might think isn't really ideal, you can definitely overcome your enemy with the Ogres. And we didn't really take that much damage either. You just gotta know how to best handle the situation. And I think the field battle just wasn't the right way to go about it. We definitely would have taken tons more damage. I know it takes longer to siege, and I can totally understand why people will try to avoid sieges. They're not fun, I get it, but that's not the Ogre's fault, you know? It's not the Ogre's fault that sieges are boring. The thing is, they are good at sieging. That Shatterstone ability is really bloody handy. And we still have plenty of time on the clock as well. But yeah, all I had to do is just... There was no way I was going to charge in there while Imric was flying around. But we just had to get him out of those walls. And there you go, Talisman of Preservation as well. And there you go, just
More territory for Greasus.
didn't fully wipe out that one, but I know we killed that Lord, so...
Ridiculous.
That's not going to do much to us. And there you go. That situation can continue if you so wish. That's up to you now. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learnt something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.